Geminis, good morning, good night, good afternoon, whichever it is for you. Welcome to your weekly message to speak Olin Odinson. And here, Geminis, we're just going to deliver the message that we channeled for thee and see what guidance that wants to follow through afterwards. And I'm also available for personal readings if you guys want that as well. All that information is in the description box. But without further ado, Kindred, let's see what we have for you. Well, we know because we've been channeling. So let me look at my notes over here. We're kind of doing notes now. At least for this weekly. Y'all know me. I'll be changing every week, but this seems like it's gonna be consistent. Anyway, to your message. Someone is holding back emotions to prevent a certain outcome. I don't know how this is gonna play out for each and every single one of you, but I'm gonna just say the message as it comes through. So I don't. This doesn't feel entirely restrictive. This, because I don't want this energy to appear as though someone's being chained, or tied to a connection. No, not at all. This actually feels very free and divine in nature. Like this feels like two souls. This feels like a relationship read, definitely. But this just feels like two souls who are really happy together, but a partner is noticing a change in their other partner, and they're not telling them about it because they feel as though the second they tell their partner that something within them is changing, that their partner is going to realize that, and for some reason the other partner thinks that the other partner isn't going to need them. I don't know if that. I hope I didn't lose any of you there, but someone thinks that they're going to lose someone because they're seeing someone change into a different person, and that is fearful to the other person who's not changing. I don't feel as though as someone isn't changing and the other person is changing. I just feel like one person has always been them, and just being around you makes this other person be more of themselves, which they aren't usually familiar with. Their own. I mean, everyone's familiar with their own energy, but something about this connection, a very very twin flaming, I must say, with the Jedi rune, and this you have two twin rooms with Freya and Freyr, and again, like those twins come up a lot in the rooms. At least learning from Freya Aswin over here. I'm gonna show you guys um, the imagery here because this might be a reading for divine masculines and divine feminines. If you resonate with the twin flame frequency, um, this very well might be for you. But just look at how there's two people, one swimming in this direction and one swimming in this direction, but constantly like rotating. Um, and I just looked on a personal level. Jeddah being a rune of return often indicates that which one can expect to return as a result of a previous action. Alright, so that was just a random, reading that randomly. I do feel as though this is a return of someone's nature within themselves. So just to bring out the cards here, the Eel the Retriever, I feel like this is you or your person who's holding this truth, the throat chakra, right there, who's holding this truth to themselves, um, because they see this other person being more themselves, being more free in nature. This could be you. This could be your person thinking of viewing you as all of this, because it's like this person, whoever this is looking at this person, the air sign, the spirit dancer, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, is could be an earth sign. Yeah, it could be an earth sign or Sagittarius. But there's a lot of gray in Capricorn. It's my Capricorn card. But and then Jeddah. The Jeddah rune speaks of harvest, and this is top. bottom of the deck, excuse me, the Lady of the Harvest. This is definitely someone shedding away their old ways of being and becoming a new version of themselves. But I feel like you guys are worried, or your person is worried that you're not going to take them with you, or they're not going to take you with them. And that's not the case at all. They're changing, but they definitely intend to keep you with them, because it's you who is facilitating this change for them. It's you who activates their true selves. So with the binding energy at the top of the spread over here, we have ecstasis. This is the song of unity. This is the song that brings chaos into a space where chaos would never venture into. This is controlling chaos. This is controlling change. Something about this connection helps control this change within uh, each other. And it might be a Libra you're dealing with, but with the Indie card. But this indecision is the indecision to speak your truth, to express yourself to this person. And I am getting the sense that you are needing to express, or someone is needing to express themselves about this. It, it feels like an insecurity. Just express yourself about this, because someone's definitely insecure, and that is getting um, not in between this relationship, because I don't feel like this relationship or this connection, whomever this message is for, I don't feel like this variable that is facilitating this change for you is going to slip away. I don't feel like it's I don't think you're not going to lose it at all, especially with this card here. It's what is lost was never lost, was simply kept safe, or just the loss is now found. There's a lot of that energy with this card. So it's just someone's worrying, but you don't need to worry. What you actually need to do is communicate. So you don't sit with this and think up a million different conclusions in your own head. Um, and yeah, I'm getting the sense some of you really need to be careful from thinking, uh, perceiving the situation a certain way and believing that that's it, and then acting out of that, acting out of those insecurities is going to cause an imbalance if you don't take care of it. Um, with the Singer of Initiation right next to himself, this is definitely testing, a testing phase of the divine masculine innate nature within you. And this is interesting now, because I feel as though this is the divine masculine, or just a divine masculine energy that is within you, that may have the tendency to act too quickly and cause ruckus where there's no need to be ruckus. But I am getting the set. Oh, look at the chaos card too. I just not noticed on the second half of the spread. The Oi, that gnome. This is the chaotic magician. This is someone who knows how to get what they want, but through unconventional means. But with all that said, Gemini, I am just getting a lovely transition into the next part of your guys' relationship or lives with Nellis the Alchemist, alchemy. So whatever has gotten in between um, your mind space and your heart, whatever got in between this and this via this, the throat chakra, that is definitely going to be resolved. And I feel like there's going to be a permanent integration for some of you, not for all of you, but there's going to be a permanent integration of your throat chakra. And now the way you're going to communicate with not just your partner, but with the world is going to be a lot different. Yeah, it's like you're going to be able to be a Bifrost a little bit, like a rainbow bridge for everything. It's not going to make sense to all of you, but it's just pretty much the Geminis that are resonating with this part of the message. Moving forward, you're not going to be interrupted by your own mind. Now you're going to control your own mind more than ever. Because at the other side of this gate, the guardian of the gate over here, at the other side is a reality you've never seen. You can only see it through the gate. And you can only push yourself through that gate. So you really have to be diligent if you want to see this work with your emotions and not let it get a hold of you, not let your minds, not let your perceptions decide things for you. No more. And I just love that Jeddah, the Harvest Rune, and then we have the Lady of the Harvest. Someone is definitely changing into something else. Yep. And it just requires patience. For some of you, you're just needing some patience in how someone else is changing. It's 3:33 p.m., but the clock is like 3 hours ahead now. Oh, well, there's that another one. Alright. And then this card came out, the Piper. Interesting. Alright. So with the Piper coming out, okay, it did come out in reverse, actually. So it came out in reverse, and the only thing that might get in between this, and I don't think it will, but this is something that you should simply be aware of moving forward, is paying attention to the song of Hades. You guys might want to watch my Divine Masculine Channel message in the featured section of this channel. But the song of Hades, pretty much, I spoke of Freya. We talked about her too today. I mean, we talked about her today as well. But Freya just getting distracted by the song of Hades because of a shiny. She likes shiny things, so she got distracted and walked too far away from her throne because she just got distracted. So don't let this red herring energy distract you from the main event, from what you're really meant to be focused on here. And that's this connection, and that's seeing this transition through. This is not, for some of you, this is not about you, okay? This is not about you. This is not personal. This is this is the change of a cycle, simply that. And you can be a part of it, but don't control it. Alright, so let's see what tarot cards want to come through. I looked at 1221. And then the Seven of Swords is poking through, and the Six of Cups. But someone's definitely just keeping how they feel about. Someone's just very fearful that someone's just gonna walk away. It's like I'm seeing someone just like being very fearful. Yeah, it's like, yes. You got Three of Swords over here. Someone's just very fearful of a heartbreak. That someone is just trepidation vibes. Like, you're just like, oh, something is gonna happen. No, it's just, don't put your full focus on that. You want to be a part of this change. You want to flow with this cycle. You don't want to be left behind. So don't focus on that. As I say that, the Five of Pentacles. Yeah, you guys are really needing to know that your fear cannot control you unless you let it. With the Seven of Wands in reverse too, you need to stop trying to fight this. You cannot fight this change. The change is a change, and you can be a part of it, or I don't want to say you can just be left behind, but that's quite cold with this over here. I'm not getting the sense that you are going to be left behind. That's just your mind. Stop perceiving the situation to be this way. Perceive it as you please. I don't want to grip your mind that tightly, but I'm just saying about it. All of these energies that are present, this is just, it's depending on how you interpret it, but you just need to focus on how it's going to feel once this person goes through this change. And you can be a part of it, so be a part of it. You don't have to pretend like you have no worth in this situation. You definitely have worth in the situation. You're just on a different path, but the paths are meant to be together. It's very interesting because with the Jeddah rune, if you guys saw, they're both going in opposite directions, but they're twins. They're together. That's, you know, it's a twin flame dynamic. It's not easy. If you guys are dealing with a twin flame. But look, they're both going different directions, but they're together. They're together. So, and the cards that followed after that, the Sun and the Four of Wands. So you guys definitely are meant to be together, I'm feeling. And then King of Swords at the bottom. Six of Cups in reverse. Actually, I don't feel like it's in reverse at all. It doesn't feel like it's in reverse. But that's probably like 30 cards fell out. Yeah. You guys are with each other in every lifetime. Like, what's the fear, man? Bottom of the deck, Knight of Cups, and then Page of Swords, 3. Okay. Page of Swords. So this is communication. 3 of Pentacles. We're working on this together. So this is gonna be you or someone communicating how they've been feeling, and then actually they expected a bad result from that conversation. Nope, actually a lot of good comes afterwards, because then we have the 10 of Cups and the 9 of Cups, which fulfillment and emotional fulfillment side by side. Like, damn, like, this is long term, very long term. And as I'm saying all of this, you have the Sun, happiness, Four of Wands, union, marriage, maybe, and then 6 of Cups, past life relationship, and then 2 of Cups. Like, this is a lot of love here, man. The only thing that's getting in your way is your perception of the situation, and you just being fearful. Don't allow the feeling of trepidation to manifest. Manifest the happiness. Know that you guys just, your energies work well together for a reason. You guys have there's a lot of history here. And if this is a new connection, I feel like you can just feel as though there's a lot of history, even if you only have known each other for a short while. You just get this person. Alright, Gemini, so that's what I have for you. Lovely message. Just know that this is a testing phase, an initiation phase into the next part of the relationship. Yeah, with this red herring energy, just an energy meant to distract you. It's distracting you from what? Celebration. Alright? A celebratory vibe. And what's behind that? The bodacious bodak, factor footer, and a surprise. Yep. It's putting your foot down with your own mind that tends to just venture off too far into different perceptions that are just wasting your time. So just control your mind a little bit more. Geminis, or whoever you're dealing with, is definitely dealing with communication fixing. This is the unsues. Unsues or unus? Frick. What was this? Unsues or unus? It's called unsues or unus? Unsues. Yep, unsues. Sorry. But yeah, this is an air elements. This is Odin. This is communication. So this is just simply a recalibration of how someone communicates. Simply, if it's not twin flame stuff, then Geminis, you're just communicating a lot easier with your mind, with yourself. Things are going to be crystal clear moving forward. That's what we have for you, Gemini. I hope you enjoyed the lovely weekly message for this November weekly. If you resonated, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, join the Kindred family. We don't only do readings. We do Blood Witch transmissions, which is simply connecting with the ancestors. The messages that come through are quite transcendental, and it has really opened up my third eye and my astral body and lucid dreaming. Like, I have a lot more control than I did before. Since I started the Blood Witch transmissions. It's quite lovely. But anyway, all that is available for you guys to delve into, should you please. And until the next weekly, I say to you, travel safely through the night, the mind, into the light, the divine. Receive this arrow of love and hope, Gemini. And I say to you, farewell.